What's going on, guys? Jerry Neutron here, back with another video, and today we are going to take a look at a mouse that I just got in for review from Corsair. This is the M65 Pro RGB. Now, this isn't a new design from Corsair. The M65 has been around for a while. It's gone through a couple of revisions, but the Pro RGB model has a new sensor in it as well as RGB lighting. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. The shape of this mouse is very wide at the base, and it can take a little bit to adjust to if you're used to using more traditional shapes like the Rival 700 or Death Adder, but it's not too bad overall. It didn't cause any hand pains or anything like that. It's also a flat and short mouse. It doesn't have a tall hump on the back like a lot of palm grip mice, so it's best suited for gamers using a claw grip or a fingertip grip. Now, the M65 is a little bit on the heavy side. It has a tunable weight system, but even with all of the weights removed, which is the first thing that I did, it still comes in at 115 grams. Ideally, I'd like to see this mouse weighing in at 90 to 100 grams weight free, but that would likely mean ditching the aluminum base plate, which I'm not sure how that would affect the overall build quality. And speaking of the build quality, the mouse feels well built and solid in hand, but the finish of the rubber coating on top is not great. In certain areas of the mouse, the coating feels textured and spotted, almost like the finish was sprayed on when the can was almost empty, so that's a little bit disappointing. Now, on the mouse, there's 8 buttons total. You get these slim side buttons, a sniper button, which gives you on-the-fly DPI adjustment, something that I personally never used, up and down arrows that allow you to change your mouse sensitivity, along with a DPI indicator in the middle, a rubberized scroll wheel, and these left and right click buttons, which use arm-on switches rated at 20 million clicks. Now, the best feature of the M65 Pro RGB is undoubtedly the sensor, which is using the PMW3360. This is generally considered to be the best sensor on the market and is quickly becoming my personal favorite because in terms of general feel, the mouse tracking just seems more fluid than others, and the mouse goes exactly where I want it to go. It could be placebo, but to me it just feels a hair more accurate than the 3310, which is definitely not a bad thing. I also don't have anything negative to report in regards to acceleration, jitter, or prediction. For further customization, Corsair provides their Q software, which allows you to make several changes to the mouse. It's recently had a major overhaul, which makes it much more intuitive and easy to use now. The previous version definitely had a UI that was designed by programmers, but this version is a giant step in the right direction. You can do several things within the software, like set up multiple profiles, create macros or reassign buttons under the Actions tab, customize the RGB lighting on the mouse. In fact, there are 2 zones that you can set separately, allowing you to have different lighting effects for the rear logo and scroll wheel. By the way, this lighting link option allows you to sync lighting effects with your other Corsair peripherals. So, for example, if I had a K70 RGB keyboard and I went in there and selected the rain effect, they would both synchronize with each other and display the same effect, which I think is pretty cool. And moving on, under the DPI tab is where you can configure up to 5 DPI levels along with the sniper button. You can set the levels from anywhere between 100 to 12,000 DPI. So for all of you gamers out there with 8K displays, Corsair has you covered. You also have the option of configuring your liftoff distance and performing a surface calibration. So all in all, the software is pretty easy to use now and much improved. So with all of that said, here's what I think about the M65 Pro RGB. It's a solid mouse for claw grippers, but a bit on the heavy side. Build quality feels great, aside from the poorly applied rubber coating, and the sensor is awesome, plus the newly updated Q software is much easier to use. I think a lot of people will enjoy this mouse, but personally, I prefer a lighter mouse with an ambidextrous or more traditional shape and a more uniform rubber coating. So my search for a 3360 daily driver will not end here. So that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below and post what mouse you guys are using. I'm curious as to see what kind of mice you guys are using on a daily basis. But yeah, links to this stuff will be in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. And until next time, see ya. What's going on, guys? Jerry Neutron here, back with a brand new video. And today I'm excited because I get to show you guys something that I just got in for review from ASUS.